Welcome back to the Unown Origins podcast. The setting is a little bit different, but is the same two boys back at it again. Last time we were at a studio that we had to borrow, but now this is our apartment. Ben and I are going to be roommates. The history books will say they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
But we will know the truth.
We will know this.
They were podcast hosts, and here is our podcast, Unown Origins, with your man, DevBrev, right alongside his best friend, Ben.
What's up?
So Ben, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I did my homework this time, so we are ahead of the ball.
You did it double time, too.
I did.
You rewatched some stuff.
I did, and I have more talking points, which is going to make this a little easier, hopefully, for
right.
both of us.
We both got notes. We're just going to go right in. We're going to start with episode 2, which is titled Pokémon Emergency, coming out April 8th, 1997 in Japan, and September 9th, 1998 in English. And real quick, first thing I want to talk about, the title, card for this episode, the word Pokemon was the logo.
Yeah.
That was
I did notice that.
Really
that was
fun.
weird.
And
it's cool. It's just not something they continue to do. So I wondered when they stopped doing
yeah,
that.
for a split second, I was like, is the title of the episode Emergency? And they're telling me I'm watching Pokemon, or is it Pokemon Emergency and they're just being cute? But they were being they were being
just
cute.
being cute.
So the episode opens up and Ash is on the road to Viridian City. But even though that song is very catchy and very cheery, Ash is not having a good time because Pikachu is hurt and injured after that encounter with the Spearow that we talked about in the last episode.
Yes. He's not doing good.
No.
Not at all.
And as Ash gets into Viridian City, he runs into Officer Jenny.
Yeah.
The first Officer Jenny we see. Is Officer Jenny, in the games? Because I know Nurse Joy is.
So she's not in most of the games. She's actually in Pokemon Yellow, which obviously is more based on the anime than Red and Blue and Green in Japan.
Came out after the anime.
Right.
So Yellow.
She is in that, but she's not mentioned in the original games, no.
Were there police officers in Red and Green?
There were.
Okay.
There were no female officers, as far as I remember.
There wasn't a lot of female anything in Red and Green. You could even play as a girl until Crystal.
True.
So Ash runs into Officer Jenny. Officer Jenny is asking him, who are you? What's that Pokemon? What's happening? And Ash is like, hey, I don't know. And then she looks at his Pokedex, figures out who he is.
Yeah. It's cool that they have their ID in the Pokedex. I never really I don't know, it never really clicked. Because but it's a really cool.
In the game, the trainer ID is a separate menu.
Yeah.
And then the Dex is also a separate menu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just weird, but it's cool that it's kind of all combined into the one. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, that's probably a modern thing in the games, right?
Yeah.
I don't think the trainer ID is really a thing anymore.
Not really. It kind of was, but they did away. It's pretty much just on the save menu now.
Okay.
But yeah, in Paldea though, you have a map, Pokédex, and trainer ID.
Yeah, they
all in one.
Combined it all together. So that's what I was trying to allude to.
Yeah.
But Officer Jenny is questioning Ash profusely because there are Pokemon thieves around, and we see some wanted posters with some mysterious figures, Ben.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be. That's crazy.
Who could they be? Anyway, Officer Jenny takes Ash to the Pokemon Center on her motorcycle. And it's a kind of sick, sequence.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. She, bursts through the door of the center, on the motorcycle. That is the coolest.
I wasn't watching out for it, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was an Akira slide.
Oh, there was.
Oh, there was an Akira slide?
Yes, right at the end of that, there was.
You heard it here first, folks. In Pokemon, there is an Akira reference. So we get into the Pokemon Center, we see Nurse Joy, again for the first time, and Ben, I gotta say, when I was seeing Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy right next to each other, I understood why Brock simps for every woman in this series. I was like, you know what? Some pretty good designs on these characters.
I definitely have a note about that with Officer Jenny in my talking points here. So yes, Officer Jenny. Noise.
Nurse Joy sees Pikachu and she's freaking out. She's acting like Pikachu is actively dying.
Right. Yeah, I don't quite understand. I understand after Pokemon faints, whatever. That's supposed to be the furthest they can go. Apparently, Pikachu exerted a lot more energy than even that, which is crazy to me, because this is like, I mean, he did take out like a group of 30 Pidgey, whatever.
Yeah, like he was already down, and then he did that big Thunderbolt, so he expended a little bit more energy.
Yeah, it makes sense, but like, I don't know, it's just crazy. That like, this is a hospital set up for Pokemon specifically who have these kind of problems, and it's still that big of a deal. Like,
yeah, like Nurse Joy put
serious.
Pikachu on a full-on stretcher.
Yeah, specifically a small electric Pokemon stretcher. They did specify that, which is so weird to me.
You can get a Pikachu on here, you can get a Magnemite on here, you can get Electro. Maybe an Electrode might be too big.
That might
like
be
a
too
Voltorb.
big. Maybe that's a big electric Pokemon stretcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was very odd.
So Ash is upset.
Yeah.
He's beside himself, and he calls his mom on the like video call.
Yeah.
Which still has like a receiver.
Yeah, which it doesn't make sense. Like, it's, you know, a lot of older shows did, Star Trek did the same kind of thing. Like, oh, video call, like, it's a future technology thing.
Yeah.
It was very out of place, I feel like.
It's like the 90s kind of way of doing tech, where it's like, okay, so we understand that like when you call someone, you can't see their face. So obviously, going forward in technology, you would be able to see their face. But I understand phones, you have to hold them like this, and you need a landline, so that has to be there.
Right, they couldn't fathom a microphone not being an inch away from you.
Yeah, like you have to like combine the two, or else it won't work.
Of course.
I can't talk to someone through the TV, that would be stupid. I gotta hold the phone up to it while I do it.
How would I hear them if I don't have it right next to my face? It's not like we have speakers that we've already invented that would...
In the TV already, in
Anyways.
1998.
Right.
Anyway, Pikachu calls home, he's upset, his mom is fine, she's consoling him, telling him everything's gonna be okay.
She also mentions that his father took 4 days to get to Viridian City, which is very different. It's crazy.
Yeah, like, there are some mysteries in Pokemon that are still mysteries.
Yep.
So, and we're never gonna find that out, are we?
We're not. Ash's story is done.
I totally like forgot. I didn't even want to bring up Ash's dad.
Well, we did.
Like,
It's episode 2 and we already have.
I heard that line and I was like, oh yeah, that guy who's irrelevant.
No, we have to talk about his dad because Mr. Mime is in the anime eventually.
We haven't seen Mr. Mime yet. We'll cross that mime when we get there.
Okay.
But Ash hangs up the phone. He's still a little distraught. And then the Pokemon Center like front desk phone calls. Yeah. And then Ash just walks over and picks it up. He's like, hello?
Yep.
And it's Professor Oak.
Yeah.
And Professor Oak comes into call through a TV screen in a specific slab. Now, the fact that there is a TV screen in this slab already, like, I have to ask, why? Why is there a TV screen in this slab? Who put the slab there? Why does Nurse Joy have to answer all of her calls through this giant TV screen on the wall over there when she has a perfectly good computer right in front of her? Number 2, we have to talk about what is on the slab. So Ben, do you want to tell everyone what is on this slab?
So on the slab we have the legendary portrait.
Oh yes, the 4 legendary Pokemon of Kanto region. We all know them.
Yeah.
Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Arcanine.
And Arcanine randomly, because he's the legendary Pokemon.
Literally.
So obviously he's on there.
Pokemon have classifications, and Pikachu is classified as the electric mouse Pokemon. And every Pokemon has a certain classification. There's so many of them, I don't know all of them, but Arcanine is specifically mentioned as the legendary Pokemon. Ben, do you know why this is?
I can't say I do offhand.
You don't?
Would you like to enlighten me?
No, I don't. I thought this was what you researched.
Oh, no, this is not
I thought
what
you knew
researched.
this.
This is not what I... Cool.
So we're gonna find that out later. So riff.
Riff. So I'm just gonna start talking. For some reason, also, at the same time,
I don't have my phone. I can't.
Devon.
This is all staying in.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, for text on screen that explains why Arcanine is a legendary Pokemon. There's probably some like Japanese lore reason.
There's gotta be. I mean, that's the reason half of it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Japanese name origins and this, that, and the other. It makes sense that there is a reason.
And a lot of other things like combine together to create this
it's
sort of...
It's just funny that they also classified them as legendary Pokemon and then made this a legendary
Pokemon.
So there's that. It's also weird to me on that slab that Ash confuses the Ho-Oh he saw for Articuno on the slide. Like, they do look semi-similar.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, Moltres, the red one.
Yeah.
But Moltres doesn't have, like, the plumage, and it doesn't have the tail. It's all fire. It's all fire all the time with Moltres. Unless it's Galarian Moltres, and then it's, like, a peacock or whatever.
Yeah, that's...
Like a Roadrunner?
That's Zapdos you're thinking of.
Oh.
Is the Roadrunner.
Oh, no, Moltres? Yeah,
Moltres is the dark type,
The other one. Okay. I kind of stopped playing Pokemon after Sword and Shield, so that's why I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's okay. I'll cover your gaps.
Yeah, he's got all the knowledge other than why Arcanine is a legendary Pokemon.
I was gonna say,
he's got everything under the
You have everything else, aside from that one specific fact.
So, getting back on track after that mess. So, Oak and Ash actually have, like, a really nice, like, back and forth. They have, like, a really nice relationship. They had, like, some funny lines together.
Yeah.
It was just a fun, goofy time.
It was. And it's nice to see that, too, because I feel like later on, it gets... There's, like, an awkward mentor relationship. Like, not a closeness. It's just awkward. So it's good to see those good moments while they still have them.
Yeah, Oak kind of, like... Even now, Oak kind of talks like a tutorial.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, Ash, you made it to Viridian City. I'm very proud of you. Your mom told me that you made it.
How did his mom get a hold of Professor Oak?
Because they live right next to each other.
I don't know. Professor Oak might be his dad. We don't know.
We will... How many... Are there any other Ash's dads I should know about?
All of them. Every single person in Pallet Town and Pokemon in Pallet Town, apparently.
Is Ash's dad.
Is Ash's dad, canonically.
Boy, Ash's mom sure gets around. Anyway, speaking of bicycles, Misty comes in screaming about hers.
Yes.
So, the bike is trashed. I don't even know how it got that way.
Very carefully,
Like the fight, the lightning,
Yeah.
I think it got dropped in a lake at one point.
It had to have, the way it looked. I mean,
Like,
it was rusted, it was electrocuted, it was gone.
Yeah, and Misty's screaming at Ash, and Ash is like, my Pokemon, my Pikachu, and Misty immediately starts feeling bad for him.
Yeah. I mean, good reason, though. I mean, the kid thinks his rat just died.
Yeah, like, he's literally acting like, he's like, Misty, Pikachu's not doing too good.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. And then Nurse Joy just brings it back.
And then Pikachu has just a light bulb on his head.
I literally have that. I put WTF is Pikachu hooked up to.
Like, he's got, like, this light bulb on his head. Yep. I think the reason why he has this light bulb is to, like, check the electricity that's, like, stored in his cheeks.
It could be.
But,
I
like,
thought it was some kind of, like, pseudo, like, lung, like it's breathing for, like, not lung, but, like, electric sac. Because, like, it's generating and, like, storing and, like, helping it, you know?
It's like helping it to kind of like get the electricity pumping through it.
It's just weird. I feel like the artists were just kind of like, all right, what makes the most sense? Electric light bulb. We're doing it.
Smack it on there.
And then it's done.
Literally tape it onto his forehead.
Exactly.
It's got like duct tape on it. It looks stupid as hell. Anyway, while this is all happening shortly after, Team Rocket shows up. Now, I am going to do a quick rant on Team Rocket.
Oh boy.
I stopped watching Pokemon when I was about 15. A little too old to be watching Pokemon. But right before this time, I was watching it pretty regularly. And Team Rocket got on my nerves like you wouldn't believe. Every single episode, every time Team Rocket shows up, they try to catch Pikachu, they don't catch Pikachu, and they blast off again, and then we just rinse and repeat ad nauseum. It's not even villain of the week at this point, it's scheme of the week. Because if it was different villains, I would, give it a little bit more leeway. But since it's the same shtick, the same people, every time, not being able to do the thing they're trying to do, and they will never do it, it just got a little aggravating to me. Now, I understand this is a kid's show, it's a baby show made for babies, but, I mean, I watch Power Rangers all the time. I watch JoJo's. Villain of the Week can work, but this just doesn't work for me. Now, that being said, at the beginning, I loved seeing Team Rocket show up.
I was going to say, I really did too. I understand what you're saying entirely about being Villain of the Week without Villain of the Week.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. It does get repetitive. I absolutely love Team Rocket until about I'd say 3 or 4.
Yeah,
like,
it starts to get old.
It does get old eventually.
It's starting to get old for me now, but I think it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, I can see that.
But like when they showed up, they had some presence. They were like slightly intimidating.
Yeah, and then you realize who they are as people, and then that quickly goes away.
And they're like super goofy.
Yeah.
And like their little spiel at the beginning, it just made me so happy to hear it again. I was like, we're back.
Yes.
We're watching Pokemon again.
Oh, that was nice. It just wave of nostalgia the second they started. I'm like, perfect.
Prepare for trouble.
And make it double.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
Oh, God.
To extend our reach
to the stars above.
You want to run that again?
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse.
James.
Team Rocket blasting off at the speed of light.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Meowth, that's right. So Team Rocket is here to steal all the Pokemon in the Pokemon Center. And they...
Aside from Pikachu.
Yes.
At first, they're not at the least bit interested.
They see Pikachu with a stupid light bulb up sticking out of his head, and they're like, we don't want that guy.
No. Which, I mean, I get, you see a Pokemon on his deathbed, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. But
He's literally
still.
dying, as we've established.
Yeah.
They're like, that guy, he's not gonna make it back to Giovanni. He's right down the road, but like...
To Viridian City? That road?
No, the Viridian City gym leader is Giovanni.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
right.
he's up the street.
That's true. That's true.
He's right there.
That's true.
So Jesse and James send out their Pokemon, and Ash, Misty, and Nurse Joy flee to the back where they have all these Pokeballs, and they're trying to get them set off the Pewter City, trying to get them away, but Jesse and James manage to get in the room, and Ash has Pikachu. He's hurt. Real quick, speaking of Pikachus, I just remembered, there's a bunch of Pikachu on like a little treadmill.
Power.
It's like a Pikachu power, just like in a conga line, no less.
Yeah,
Pikachu,
it's
Pika
great.
Pikachu. It's so cute and so funny.
And it's funny to me that they're on a treadmill. Like, they're electric Pokemon, but they're generating power through the treadmill. I mean, obviously also...
Yeah, like what? Okay, then the treadmill's for them. It's for their enjoyment. If they were just sitting around, like, shooting electricity into this machine, they wouldn't be having fun.
Then it would feel like slavery.
It'd feel like work, but they're on a conga line, dude. They're
fine.
having fun,
They're having
dude.
the time of their life.
They're in love and life. I can't believe I almost glossed over that. Sorry.
I'm very
So
surprised.
after Nurse Joy talks about the Pika Power, then Jesse and James storm in. And Misty, she's here. We haven't really talked about her. We keep glossing over her, but
She exists.
we'll talk more about Misty as the show goes on. She'll be here for a bit. But Misty throws out a Goldeen.
And it's just sitting there.
And Goldeen just kind of does nothing. And if you're watching the French version, it says like a naughty word. But Goldeen just kind of sits there. And everyone's like, what are you doing, Misty? And then Misty retracts it. And she looks at Ash and she goes, well, everyone knows that a water Pokemon isn't effective on land. I'm like, yeah. So Misty, why did you throw it out?
It's a distraction.
Okay, so she distracts Team Rocket. She throws the Goldeen out. But then she takes it back.
Yeah.
And then she looks at Ash and goes, leave, run,
What are
get
you
out of
doing?
here.
Yeah.
Maybe we turn to Ash and we go, hey, Ash, I'm gonna do a thing. And it's gonna be really stupid. But just like while I'm doing that, get out of Dodge with Pikachu.
I think that she was expecting him to just be smarter and be like, hey, this is my chance to like yeet on, and he just let her down again. That's all it was.
Yeah, Ash is a little dumb in this first couple episodes.
Yeah. He's not great, but he's trying. That's what's important. He's trying his best.
He's doing his best. So that happened. Ash gets out of there with Pikachu. Jesse and James continue to follow after. And then bloop, bloop, bloop. They're fighting. And then Ash remembers the bike. And then the other Pikachu show up, and then Pikachu does a big attack, and Ash remembers like, oh, what if I give Pikachu like more power? And he starts pedaling on this crappy bike that shouldn't be able to pedal.
No, but it does.
And
why does this crappy bike that's just sitting there on the ground generate electricity at all? That doesn't make sense.
Hooked up to Pikachu.
No,
like
it's
I
just,
would get it if the light bulb on his head was for this moment, so that Ash could grab the wires, hook it up to the bike. But no, he literally just puts the bike next to Pikachu, starts pedaling on it, and then Pikachu's like, "Good enough for me, champ."
And it's not like it's like, you know, a bike you have at the gym, like where it's stationed. It's just upside down. Like the wheels are up, like he's just pedaling on it, standing on it, upside down. That's all it is.
Not go anywhere.
Right.
Like it was gonna go anywhere in the first place. Look at the thing. The wheel is a square.
Apparently it would have. The wheels are turning. It's fine.
That was Misty's problem. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. I also have a note in here about sassy Team Rocket because one of them says a comment about how Misty is pretty, and then Jesse says pretty pathetic, and I just.
Yeah.
Team Rocket sassy.
Misty
it's great.
I love that you mentioned Misty's appearance because Misty is dressed like not a person.
No.
Especially not a 10-year-old.
Like yeah, no.
Like who let their 10-year-old daughter walk out of the house with a side ponytail, a yellow crop top, booty jorts, and red suspenders?
Booty jorts is a word. A combination of words I never thought I'd hear.
They're booty jorts, Ben.
But
they are more
exactly
than jorts. They are booty jorts.
Oh, God. Yeah.
She is showing a lot of legs.
She is.
A lot of leg, especially for a 10-year-old. Anyway, Pikachu does his big Thunder Shock thanks to help with Ash for some reason, and the Pokemon Center blows up.
Yeah. The first time we see Rocket blasting off.
But we are doing domestic terrorism to get to this point.
I mean, sometimes you have to, you know? Sometimes you just need to cause a little chaos. Why not?
Anyway, day is saved, the Pokemon Center has blown up, Pikachu's okay, Misty's going on with Ash, and they're gonna head down to the forest. And when they get to the forest, Ash sees a Caterpie, and then we're cliffhanging off until the next episode.
He does also do the hat twist at the very end of the episode. The first time he does the hat twist.
The
I love it.
Hat
love
twist.
it.
I didn't even notice it.
I did.
I just take it for granted.
I saw it. He threw the Pokeball. He did the thing. It was so cool. So cool. I will never take that for granted.
All right, so that concludes episode 2. Now we can move on to episode 3. This episode is titled Ash Catches a Pokemon. Might have something to do with that Caterpie he saw in the last episode. This episode was released April 15th, 1997 in Japanese, and September 10th, 1998. And picks right up where we left off with Ash looking at that Caterpie, and he manages to catch it just in one go.
First Pokemon.
What a master Ash is.
Oh, yeah.
One Pokemon, first Pokemon he sees in the forest.
Just goes for it. And like magic, he gets caught.
And the catching of the Caterpie was like a pretty good animation too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I feel like especially for as early on in the series as this is, the animation in this episode specifically is like pretty top notch.
Yeah, they definitely put some love and care into this. You can't say that they didn't.
Yes. They definitely did. I also like how much emotion they shoved into this little Caterpie character.
Dude, the Caterpie's eyes were so cute.
It's so sad when he's sad, but he's so cute. He's so cute. I love him. So, while they're in the forest, Misty is screaming her head off because she is scared of bugs. Yeah. And I love how, like, overly supportive and, like, active Ash is with this Caterpie. Like, no, you're not allowed to hate him. You have to love this boy. He is a Pokemon. He deserves your love and affection. He is my sweet boy, and you will love him as your own. Exactly. Quick aside about this moment with Misty. There's like a TikTok sound in this episode. I don't know if this is like a big TikTok sound, but I have definitely heard it. There's just one cosplayer I follow. I'll like put her up somewhere. She does like One Piece cosplays. But she did this one with Zoro and Perona, where it's Misty's line of like, bugs are one of the 3 most disgusting things in the world. And Ash goes, aside from you, what are the other disgusting things? Yep. And like Perona had the line and then Zoro said the other thing. And so like hearing that, I was like, aha, I know that from TikTok. Yeah, I've definitely heard that now that you say it. I didn't catch it when it was in the episode. Oh, I knew it was coming. Yeah.
Like, I knew it was coming up. Like, as soon as I hit the forest,
Fair.
I was like, Misty's gonna say the thing.
She's gonna say the thing.
Say the line, Misty. So Misty's not getting along with Caterpie. Ash is kind of pushing it on her. And then this takes forever, and then nighttime approaches. And
Yes.
Ash and Misty just straight up camp out.
Yeah. And Pikachu and Caterpie have a little moment on the stump.
This moment, like, them in the
so
moonlight,
cute.
it started out cute, but it got so old, dude.
It lasted quite a while.
It went on for far
It
too
did.
long. They can't speak English. They're just saying Pikachu and P at each other. And so it's like, okay, like I get what they're talking about. Caterpie's like a little sad. Maybe he wishes he could be a Butterfree because like we see like a Butterfree like flying in the moon. He's like, well, maybe Misty would accept me if I was a Butterfree, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
And like I'm getting all of this because of how long the conversation was.
Yeah, it
like,
went on for quite a
they
while.
had to be like talking about like a lot. Like it wasn't just like a don't feel bad, Caterpie. I know Pikachu. I just maybe wish I looked like a Butterfree. No, they were like, okay, Caterpie, what's wrong? Well, you know, Pikachu, this girl, she's giving me a lot of grief. And like they just like went on for like 10 minutes. Like that's what the conversation sounded like. It could have been done in 2 lines, but no, it had to take them
No, I
like
had to keep going.
full
Yeah, I had
dialogue.
to. There's no other way to do it, apparently.
Yeah. So after everyone wakes up, it's the morning, and then Ash sees a Pidgeotto.
Yeah. And then immediately he decides that the bug-type Pokemon is the best one to send out against that, not the electric rat that he has right behind him.
Again, Ash isn't very smart.
Yeah.
It's a lot like when you're first playing the Pokemon games. And you don't understand like the type charts, you don't understand that like bird, good over bug, lightning, good over bird.
I feel like, especially if you're growing up in this world, like Ash is 10. He's been around Pokemon for 10 years.
Yeah.
You have some general knowledge. I feel like that is like one of the first things you learn. Like, hey, if you see this thing that looks like a bird and it's eating a worm actively, don't
Literally,
send out
like an actual worm,
Yeah.
like a real life worm.
don't send out the thing that looks like a bigger bug.
The bigger version of the thing it's eating.
It's not gonna work for you there, bud. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a point there. But Ash manages to catch the Pidgeotto.
He did, and it's just kind of spray and pray. Just kept throwing Pokeballs, but it happened.
Sometimes that
Sometimes
works,
that's what
man.
matters.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
That's
I
true.
forgot that Ash's Pidgeot like started as a Pidgeotto and not a Pidgey.
Yep. I kind of, before we started doing this and like rewatching it, I was like, oh, he definitely just caught one of the Pidgeys that like, was around peak. He did.
No, it was after
It was
Caterpie.
Pidgeotto.
And so, hey, we're 2 Pokemon down, and we're only episode 3. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good pace.
That's pretty good.
And then Team Rocket shows up for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. I will say, they're standing in the right place this time, though, because their hair, if you look at Jesse's hair and where James is standing, it makes an R like the Team Rocket logo.
Okay.
And they're doing it right this time. It bugged me in the second episode where they just were on the wrong sides the whole time. I don't know.
You know, I've been watching Pokemon forever. I didn't know that that's why Jesse's hair did that.
Yeah, that's exactly why it goes around, because it makes the R, the Rocket logo.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, Team Rocket shows up, and then why are they here? Like, they literally are like, we are here now, fighting you. We want Pikachu because it is strong now.
Isn't that kind of their whole thing, though? They're just like, yep, we're going to go through, and like, through the whole series, I feel like they don't really have a purpose other than, like, show up, try and get Pikachu. It didn't work. All right.
You have like 22 minutes. You can at least maybe, I don't know, try to set up like a plot with Team Rocket.
I mean,
Like before in the previous episode, they show up and they're like, we're after Pokemon. And like Jenny even goes like, hey, there are these Pokemon thieves. And then when they show up, you're like, okay, I get why. Now it's like, hey, remember last episode? We're back.
yeah. And they could have even like done a little, because obviously Viridian Forest, like there are Pokemon there. Wow, they could have made like some kind of plot, like, oh, we need another poison Pokemon.
Yeah, because they have Coughing, they have
XYZ.
Ekans, maybe
Yeah.
they go for like a Beedrill or something.
Yeah, but no, they don't do that.
Or like, when we get to the next episode, we'll cover like, because like, we're still in the forest and Team Rocket shows up again. But that's episode 4, we're in episode 3.
That's just how long it takes them to walk back from getting blasted off.
Yeah, their little cardboard rocket ship.
It's about 22 minutes every time.
Okay, So Team Rocket shows up, they're fighting, and then Pikachu and Pidgeot are a little drained, and so Ash has got to use Caterpie, and Caterpie's got to find a way.
He does. That's the thing, like, String Shot overpowered in this anime for some reason. Yeah. Like, it just works.
That's like one of the big things that differentiates the anime from the games is like the combat and the way it's depicted. Because like
the plot armor, I mean, essentially. But
well, yeah, but like it's a little bit more like dynamic.
It is.
Because in like the games, it's my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, and that wouldn't really.
Which is changing in Legend ZA. It's going to be a more.
It is like an RTS kind of situation, like a real-time strategy.
We'll see what happens there.
So yeah, maybe that'll feel more like the anime. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But back in the old days, in the regular RPG of Red and Green, it was definitely a turn-based kind of thing.
Right.
But in the anime, you can be like, hey, you dodge. Like, hey, you dodge. Or like, I think in this episode, Jesse goes, Ekans, go underground. Mm-hmm. And so the trainers could do stuff like that and have an active role in the thing instead of just being like, okay, and I'll do this move, and this move has like 100% accuracy and blah, blah, blah. Like,
there are more options than other. All right, you have these exact 4 moves. That's all. You get boxed in. That's all you can.
And they also like change the way that like things are depicted.
Yeah.
Like with String Shot here, instead of it just lowering Coughing's accuracy, it just speed.
I think it's speed.
Speed? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm thinking a Sandstorm.
Yes, you are.
Instead of lowering the Pokemon.
Sand Attack. Sandstorm is separate. I know. I know.
Anyway, String Shot, instead of doing the status that it should be doing, it is just completely dominating Ekans and Coughing and Meowth.
Completely encased
just
in...
cocooning them.
Yeah.
Mummifying these guys.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if it's a caterpillar it's that big and has that strong... It makes sense. There's a lot of string to be shot.
Yeah, and like you said, it is the plot armor that Caterpie has. And it's also like a good message of like, Misty thought this thing was ugly, like, it's a little worm. But now, Caterpie's the hero of the episode.
Yeah.
And we gotta, if you're small out there, if you're like a small child, or if you're just like a short king, and there's some girl that's saying, you're small, you're weak, you're a worm, you just gotta get your String Shot up, and you gotta show her that it's effective.
Yeah.
Is that right, Ben?
You will evolve one day. Promise.
Oh yeah, totally.
Which Caterpie does.
Yes! Great segue, Ben! That's why you're on the podcast. Caterpie evolves into Metapod by like shooting his string up, it kind of encases him, and then he evolves into Metapod. And Metapod looks so stoned.
Oh my god, yes, he does. The whole episode. But I wanted to kind of circle back for a second. It's weird to see that it's not just the like, all right, glowing light evolution that like everything else is in the whole series.
Yeah.
There's actually like an animation for it. It's kind of cool.
And we'll see that in the next episode too.
Yeah.
Well, when we get there later. We almost had a character development moment for Misty where she was like, okay, Caterpie, maybe you're great. And then Caterpie starts freaking out with the string. And then it evolves into Metapod. And then Misty wasn't that into Metapod.
No, not at all. Even less so than Caterpie, which is surprising because she did not like Caterpie.
No, she really doesn't like Metapod.
Yeah, no.
Well, it was like the baby doll eyes with the Caterpie, but now he's just got the...
Stoned.
Yeah,
glossed over, just done with
you got
life.
some pizza at the gas station. I kind of need some chips.
Oh, God.
Okay, and moving right along to episode 4, the last episode that we're going to be talking about today. It is called Challenge of the Samurai, releasing in Japan April 22nd, 1997, and in English on 9/11/1998. So, the beginning of this episode starts with the most unnecessary narration I've ever heard. Like, reminder, the first episode of the show aired not 3 days ago, and they felt the need to be all like, and then Ash got a Pokemon, and then Ash went to do this, and then Ash got attacked, and then Ash went to the Pokemon Center, and then he got attacked, and then Misty's there, and then he went to the forest, and then this happened, and blah, 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 blah. Why do we have to cover, like, every single thing that happened up to this point?
That is a great question. I think, you said this was, like, after the weekend breaks. This is, like, a 2-day.
No, it was like...
this is just...
No, the weekend break's coming up.
Oh, okay. So this is right. Yeah, that is a great question. I feel like unless you, for some reason, missed the last episodes entirely, but even then, you can kind of infer, like, okay, this is Ash. He has a Pokemon. He has a couple more Pokemon now.
Like,
you know what happened. Like,
the strength of like Pokemon as a show, and this kind of ties back into like the Team Rocket stuff we were talking about with episode 2. Pokemon is a show that you can just stop watching at any time and pick it right back up, and you're right back in it.
yes.
And that has to do with like the comfortability of like Team Rocket always being there. You always understand it. All the plots are pretty simple, you know, because of Team Rocket and all of that. And just simple plots, the story just kind of moves forward. You understand it, you get it. You don't really need to like understand all this context. It's not like it's One Piece.
Where there's, oh god.
All kinds of context and all kinds of stuff. Where it's like, who's this cyborg guy? Why does this guy have green hair and why is he lost all the time? Like, I couldn't even imagine just watching One Piece, like starting by like Sabaody. You're like, what the hell?
Oh god. Yeah, and I feel like as the show goes on too, there's more that they try and like put into every episode. Like there's the whole, later on, there's the whole thing with like Brock falling in love with everybody. They like fit that into like everywhere. Obviously Team Rocket's in every episode. There are like things that are almost mandatory in each episode. So they just cram everything they can
they do,
into the 22 minutes.
Yeah, they do all their tropes, and that's what makes Pokemon, and that's why we love it. It's one of the, it's got its charms.
It does. It does.
It's a baby show made for babies.
Yes. But sometimes I like baby shows made for babies, so...
Ash, Misty, and the Pokemon are waking up, and there's this image that is a meme, I swear. It's Pikachu in that little, like, electric blanket with, like, the green with the lightning bolts on it.
Yeah.
I'll show you later. It's up on screen for them.
Okay.
If you're an audio-only listener, figure it out. Watch the video. Give us some more views on YouTube. But the meme is like me when I need a blanket, but it's hot outside. It's like Pikachu in the blanket, like sweating. Like they put little like water parks on him.
I don't think I've seen that.
That's how I am all the time. Like it doesn't matter if it's summer or not. I need to be covered up.
That's fair. I can be the same way, depending. I'm actually kind of the opposite. I always have the fan running, no matter if it's cold or not. So like.
Okay, you just need that white noise.
Yeah, kind of.
And whales don't work for you. You need the fan.
You need something.
So, the big thing about this episode is a bug catcher showing up who is cosplaying as a samurai. Hence the name of the episode, Challenge of the Samurai.
Yeah. Why? Why is he dressed like, does it ever say anything about, okay.
He's very clearly a bug catcher because he has the net. And where do you find bug catchers? In Viridian Forest.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and like, there's no samurai in Pokemon.
No.
I swear the showrunners were just like, okay, so like bug catchers, we have to put a bug catcher. Bug catchers, though, they're not.
But little kids
they're
like
not
samurai.
They like swords and
cool.
samurai. We gotta get a samurai in there. And so they make this rando bug catcher a samurai.
Why not?
And Ash and this samurai duke it out. They have a Pokemon battle.
If you can call it that.
They have the Pokemon battle. The first thing that happens is this kid throws out this pincer. And he's like, Pinsir, go. And this Pinsir is intimidating. And Ash has his Metapod out. And Ash is like, oh no, this Pinsir is gonna crack my Metapod.
And they like show like, like obviously it's not what actually happened, but like in his mind, like Metapod getting like cracked in half. That is crazy.
It's like the manga in where like that Charmeleon slices Arbok in half. And like everybody's like, the manga is so much darker than the anime. Look at this Arbok getting sliced in half. Meanwhile, in episode 4 of the anime, Pinsir just goes with a Metapod, cracks it like a goddamn walnut.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's shadowed out. Like it's not like gory, but it's graphic. I feel like
that could give kids some nightmares.
Oh yeah, it probably would have me if I was watching it when I was little.
But Ash gets that Metapod out of there, and then he throws out Pidgeotto?
Yep.
Pidgeotto comes out, and then Pinsir gets out of there, Metapod comes out, and then Ash goes, oh, no, not today, Samurai. I know what to do. Pidgeotto, get back here. Metapod, let's do this. And then the Metapod have the ultimate battle of all time. Goku versus Frieza, get out of here. Gojo versus whoever he fights in JJK, get out of here. Luffy versus Katakuri in One Piece, pshaw, I don't care that it took 8 hours. Metapod versus Metapod, they acted like it took longer than 8 hours. It
definitely did in like episode time. Like,
dude,
it was...
Misty and Pikachu started sunbathing.
Oh my god, yes.
It's like, the Metapod...
What else do you do? I mean...
The Metapod Harden battle is one of the most iconic things ever in the anime.
It's ridiculous.
Like, it's everywhere. You've seen the clips, you've seen the memes, you've seen the Harden battle so many times. But
if you're like me, you've reenacted it in the games too. Just... putting that out there.
Was that on purpose or because you were a dumb kid?
Both, actually. I've done it both ways.
Just to take the piss out of the PC.
Yeah.
Or the NPC.
Why not?
But I forgot that Misty and Pikachu just start sunbathing. Yeah. The fact that they're sunbathing killed me.
It's so great. It's so great.
Anyway, the Harden battle just... it's never ending.
No.
Until it does end.
It does eventually end when the horde of Beedrill are nearby.
The Beedrill show up, they attack, and...
they steal Metapod.
They take Metapod away.
I think this is also the first iteration of somebody trying to recall a Pokemon and missing.
Yeah, like the little beam is like
I didn't realize that was something you had to aim. I thought it was just like a recall, like, okay, hit the button and it's back.
Like it's magic and they're like air tagged together.
You know, since magic is... it's elemental magic and it's already a big part of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I figured it was the same way, but apparently it's not.
No.
Not at all.
So Team Rocket still show up yet again. Yeah. They're also after the beach. They're also like hiding from the Beedrill in their little cardboard rocket ship.
Yeah, they made it out of paper and cardboard to make it lighter. Yeah. They specifically say that. So there was a plan for an actual tank. And they're just like, no, cardboard will work. It's fine.
Well, because we can't carry a tank.
You can drive it?
But they gotta build wheels, Benjamin.
Oh, yeah.
They gotta Fred Flintstone this thing.
You're so right, actually.
So, Ash and the Samurai and Misty, they run into a tree covered in Kakuna. Mm-hmm. And there's a great scene where, like, these Kakuna or these Beedrill are, like, hatching from the Kakuna.
Yeah, they all hatch at once.
And they're just, like, just kind of coming out. Kind of like with Caterpie and Metapod, like that cool little evolution scene that wasn't just, like, the light and all that.
Right. I mean, it kind of is just the light. It just happens in a different way. But it is really cool still.
I also have to bring up like one thing that I noticed, and I've been noticing this throughout me watching Pokemon. Quick question, how are you watching all the episodes?
Right now, Pokemon TV, the channel on YouTube.
Okay, so you are watching it on YouTube too?
Yes.
Cool. So there's this thing in like anime and like it's pretty much an anime I've kind of noticed exclusively there. It's called ghosting, where if there's like a really bright kind of light, the show will drop the brightness of the scene down so that it won't like hurt your eyes or like flash you a light. Yeah. This happens like in solo leveling when there's like big beams, like that's the last time I noticed it. I know that it happens a lot in JJK because I was listening to a podcast like when season 2 was coming out and one of the guys kept complaining about all the ghosting that was happening.
Right.
Pokemon is like overly ghosted.
You know why though, right?
Yes, I did find out why. You want to go ahead and explain why there's all this ghosting happening?
The Porygon episode, and why Porygon was banned for I think is still banned for the anime.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever come back. Porygon Z or 2.
But because there were children that were having seizures from watching the episode, it obviously isn't aired anymore because of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Porygon was not allowed to show up in the anime because there was an episode where there were bright flashes between Pikachu's lightning bolts and something happening with Porygon. Yes.
Pikachu hit a thunderbolt on a missile that the Porygon shot. Yes. There's a big red and white, like super fast strobe effect.
And it was way too much for a lot of people. So I'm sure that has to do with why
they retroactively went back and they edited out all the episodes. That I started watching this on Netflix. I watched episode 1 on Netflix and I switched to YouTube. Okay. So I wanted to ask if you were watching a different way because I didn't know if like I just didn't notice it in
Yeah.
episode 1, or if it was like different versions.
I don't know. I'll actually have to go back and watch
if they're
that
different
now,
versions.
because that's interesting. I also want to mention, kind of to jump back into the episode here a little bit, while they are hiding from the Beedrill in the cabin, Samurai mentions that he has fought Gary and the others, and talks about the other 3 trainers that had the other 3 starter
Yes,
Pokemon.
I brought that up in episode 1, where I
Yeah.
was like, do we see them?
We don't see them still, but they're mentioned at least.
Like, they have to come up.
Yeah.
If they don't come up, I'm telling you it's a drop plot line.
Agreed.
Like, we
It
have to
had to- yeah.
we have to find someone for Charmander, someone for Bulbasaur, someone for Squirtle.
Right.
Gary, Mother Flippin' Oak might have one of them.
I don't think, because he says Gary and the others, and then specifically talks about 3 other trainers. So I don't think he got one.
Okay, so it's Gary got, maybe Gary didn't get a Pokemon from his, no, Gary said he got a Pokemon from Oak. Didn't he?
I mean, that's fair. I feel like it's just nepotism, though. Like, he
You
could,
know what, yeah, like-
maybe it's his Nidoran that Oak has. I don't know.
Right, like something like Gary got
Just
a Pokemon
randomly.
and then 3 other people.
Yeah.
So we're looking for 3 other trainers from Pallet Down that are mysterious.
Yes.
And one of them's got a Charmander, one of them's got a Bulbasaur, one of them's got a Squirtle.
Correct.
And we'll hopefully see them. We better. But also in this cabin, Ash learns a cool little lesson from the samurai about taking care of his Pokemon and all of that.
Yeah.
Because he let Metapod get away.
Yeah. And he vows to, like, never make that same mistake again when he gets Metapod back, which is really cute.
Yeah, it's
I feel
a
like it's
little bit of growth
wholesome.
from Ash here.
Yeah. it is.
Because, again, this is a baby show made for babies.
Yeah.
We gotta get a lesson in there somehow.
Of course. You have to.
And speaking of Ash getting Metapod back, shortly after Ash gets Metapod, we get another evolution.
Already, I feel back-to-back episodes with the same Pokemon evolving. That's wild.
Yeah, it was crazy. I
like-
was like, Butterfree already?
To be fair, though, there's not much you can do with a Metapod. I mean, I feel like they could have played it up a little bit, had him, like, carrying him around in his backpack more, because that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
When he, like,
I feel like we could have... no, I was going to go on like a tangent about Digimon, but like, let's not. So, Team Rocket show up again, Ash sees them, and even Ash is done with Team Rocket. I'm pretty sure Team Rocket shows up before we get Metapod evolving.
yeah, they're there a little bit, and then they make some comment about, like, never interrupt the motto.
Yeah, Ash is so done with them.
Already.
Like, it's been like 24 hours since he's seen them.
Right.
It's like, you two guys again? Like,
Of
really?
course. I mean, this is, like, the 3rd day in a row that they've come and, like, tried to steal his Pokemon,
Yeah.
and then...
And then
Stuff.
Ash will continue with this pattern for the rest of his goddamn life.
rest of his
He'll
life.
keep seeing these two, and it's the 3rd encounter, and he's already had it.
Of course.
I'm surprised he didn't just like kill him at one point.
I mean, I feel like if I'm a 10-year-old kid and these full-grown adults are chasing me around, like, I would be a little weirded out, too.
Nift too.
I get it. I get it.
All right, so we've got Butterfree, we got Ash being upset at Team Rocket, we've covered the message, we've covered this, that, and the other. Is there anything else we gotta talk about, Ben?
I have a couple more points. One, I'd like to just point out the fact that Ash knows nothing about type mashups, but immediately, as soon as Butterfree evolves, he's like, all right, this is what moves you have. Like, he just knows that. Because that's what he uses against the Beedrill to get them all to, get away.
Right.
And just out of the blue, he's immediately like, all right, use your gust attack. And I'm a little curious as to how he knows that, but not. But,
Well, the menu popped up.
oh yeah, you're so right.
the menu
Actually,
popped
yeah. Man, I thought maybe it had something to do with his Pokédex, like when it pops up and does the little like Butterfree, the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something on there.
Yeah,
maybe?
and that's another thing that like separates the anime from the games,
Yeah.
where it's like the like Ash just be making crap up, and Butterfree's like, okay, I think I can do that.
Yeah. And then I told you that I had researched something for this episode.
Yes, this was off
right?
camera at the beginning when we met
Yes.
each other. He's got something really important to say.
So, at the end of the episode, Ash and Samurai are talking, and they promise to meet and battle again. This never happens. He has seen in 2 flashbacks, and he makes a cameo appearance in the 2nd season's intro, and that's it. We never see him again.
Until we meet again, my friend.
And then
Who are you?
Exactly.
You think that samurai was like, he grew up, he's been like, you know, doing his thing. Maybe he was like, I forget the samurai thing. He put it all in a closet somewhere. And then he's like watching TV one day and he turns on like the Galar Pokemon League and he sees this guy and he's like, oh.
I know that guy.
He goes into the closet, he pulls out the sword and he goes, you did it, my friend. You did it. And then he just has
really
a
like
tear in
to
his
hope.
eye.
I really like to think that that's how that ended for him. Because he had, okay, this is like way later, but when Ash finally does win the league, he's got like everybody there.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see.
Like the little samurai dude.
Like, you know, from like the 4th episode.
If it was One Piece, he would have been there. He would have been the first guy Ash would have said congratulations to.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he never makes another appearance in the entire show.
Why? You know what? That honestly doesn't surprise me.
Me either. He's
such
small
a throwaway
character.
guy.
He is. But I wanted it to be. I wanted to, like, when I looked it up, I was expecting, like, all right, randomly, like, Gen 6, he just shows up in one episode, and then, no.
Like, they do bring back characters, like, all the time, but it's, like, more, like, established characters.
Yeah.
So, that is going to cover us for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. I'm going to put this on our own YouTube channel. We're going to have some socials, too, at Unown Origins, if I can get those tags. But make sure to follow us on there. We're going to be putting out shorts. We're going to be uploading stuff on YouTube. And make sure to follow me on my own personal stuff at DevBrev on all platforms. And Ben, where can they find you?
You can find me at Discjockeymonkeyboys. If you ever need anything music related around Ohio, I'm your guy.
All right, and until next time, trainers, gotta watch 'em all.